Green Day have just released the deluxe edition of their latest album, Saviors. Sorry, my bad, Edition Deluxe. And while the new songs on this deluxe edition of Saviors aren't as strong as the tracks that we got on the original version of the album, they are a worthy addition to the Green Day song canon. I'm going to break it all down on this edition of Rock Album Review. Hey everybody, it's Nick here with you. Welcome back to the channel. Saviors Deluxe Edition, or Edition Deluxe, whatever you want to call it, is out now, coming out about a year after the original Saviors album was released. And last year, I did a rock album review for Saviors right here on the channel. I'll link that up for you so you can check it out. But in short, I really loved the Saviors album, and I think it's one of the best Green Day albums in a very long time. And deluxe editions are all the rage these days. A lot of bands, instead of doing B-sides, they're releasing all of their extra tracks and new songs on deluxe editions a while after the original album is released, a lot of them featuring brand new songs that weren't on the original record. And in my opinion, a deluxe edition is really only worth it. It's really only good if you include new songs. I'm not talking about demos, no demos, live tracks, no remixes, just original tracks, although there are a couple of acoustic versions of some of the OG Saviors tracks on this deluxe edition. And deluxe editions are essentially a way for bands to double dip on their fans. And you know what? We're here for it. We're good with it. Don't get me wrong, but it is a way for a band like Green Day to sell more albums, get more streams, and give their more current albums a longer shelf life. And there are some deluxe editions of late that I've really enjoyed. I really liked Blink-182's One More Time Part 2. I thought a lot of the songs on that were really strong. Daywave's Past Life Deluxe Edition was cool. And of course, Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, his latest album, Council Skies, the deluxe edition for that record was awesome. And with this Saviors Deluxe Edition, I don't really think these new songs are as strong as the tracks that we got on the original album, but you know what? They're still Green Day. They're still a lot of fun, and maybe even a little bit looser than the original album, which leans a bit more into Green Day's heavier political side. Before we continue, guys, if you like this video, if you like what I'm doing here on the Rock Album Review, make sure to toss me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And make sure to smash the subscribe button if you like what I'm doing here on the channel. I love talking about my favorite bands, so make sure to smash subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. All right, let's get back to it. The first new track that we got on this deluxe edition is called Smash It Like Belushi, which has a melody that reminds me of Know Your Enemy from 21st Century Breakdown. And it's a fun track. It feels a little bit more like something that we would have got from Green Day in the 90s or the early 2000s, maybe even something like from the Uno Dos Tres album trilogy. It's got a really fun riff in there. It's got some really fun hand claps, some great drums in there from Trey Cool. Is it a Green Day classic? No, but it's a really fun track with a really great title. It has a nice little tribute in there to the late great John Belushi. Stay Young is a chugger. It's got lots of nice palm muting in there from Billy Joe Armstrong. The verse melody is great. The chorus is a little bit basic, but it's pretty catchy. I liked it. Again, this isn't really strong enough for the main track list of the Saviors album, but you know what? It's pleasant enough. I really liked it. It feels more like old school Green Day, as many of the tracks on here do. And then you have the song Fuck Off. You know what? You gotta love a song that tells you to basically go fuck off. That's what they're telling us to do in this song. This is pure punky Green Day. I love Billy Joe Armstrong's vocals on this song. Definitely a song to blast in the car when people are pissing you off. You know, instead of getting road rage, just blast this one out the window and you'll get the message across. It's got a great bass line in here, courtesy of Mike Dirnt as well. There's some really good bass stuff happening in general on these extra tracks. This one is a catchy rocker. It's not necessarily album material. Like, again, not a lot of these songs feel as strong as the album that we got, but it's probably one of my favorites of these new deluxe edition tracks. Ballyhoo. You know what? I guess Billy Joe really loves this word, ballyhoo, because it's not only on this track, it's also used in the lyrics on the album track from Saviors, Strange Days Are Here to Stay, another great song on that record. And it's cool when these songs have a lyrical thread running through them, and I think that's a really cool way to kind of tie all of these songs together. It's a quick little ditty. It's not my favorite of this new batch of songs, but it's still pretty cool. Like a lot of these songs, Underdog has that old school 90s, 2000s Green Day feel. This could have been a song that was on a lot of earlier Green Day records. It could have been on Dookie. It could have been on Nimrod. It could have been on Insomniac. It's not going to reinvent the wheel, but it's still really fun. It's a short little punk song that is a nice addition to the Green Day song canon. And as I said before, I don't really enjoy when deluxe editions include live versions or acoustic versions or demos or anything like that. This does include 2 acoustic songs, acoustic versions of Susie Chapstick and Father to a Son. They're not that different from their studio counterparts. Susie Chapstick is one of my favorite songs from the OG album, but you know what? Father to a Son, not really one of my favorite songs from Saviors. It's still cool to have these acoustic tracks, but to me, they're not really essential. Overall, these Saviors Deluxe Edition tracks are fun, snappy additions to the original album, but they're not as strong as the main album tracks. I think maybe this is really only for the hardcore Green Day fans to enjoy. They very much have the feel of B-sides or Deluxe Edition tracks. They felt a little bit tacked on, not essential to the album, but for fans that want some fun songs and who love the band and want some extra material, this is something that you can enjoy. And Green Day are still in the touring cycle, the album cycle for Saviors. They're still out on the road. They recently got their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So this is definitely a good time for Green Day and for the band and for Saviors, the Deluxe Edition, as a way to keep the album top of mind and keep fans engaged. And really, who doesn't love new Green Day music when we can get it? I believe I gave the original Saviors album in my rock album review last year a solid 4 out of 5. This is really just an appendix to that album. Again, not essential. The songs are good, but they're not great. So I'm going to give the Saviors Edition Deluxe a solid 3 out of 5. And that is it, guys. That is my rock album review for the Edition Deluxe, the deluxe edition of Green Day's Saviors album. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to toss me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Make sure to smash the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. And you can follow me on social media across platforms at Nick Chino Music. But I'll see you guys again for another video here on the channel. Until then, rock on, everybody.